Wed.8.7.2020. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon. It's time for the news at 4 on the street at 919 FM, courtesy Team Tech, the power to make it work. In the headlines, Kamla Persad-Bissessar calls for international observers to the August 10th parliamentary elections. Dock workers demonstrate in Port of Spain for increase in wages. And in news overseas, the city of Melbourne in Australia shuts down again due to a spike in the coronavirus. With the details, I am Jason Shields. Leader of the United National Congress, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, earlier today said that she has written to Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley to allow foreign observers into the country to monitor the upcoming general elections. The opposition leader cited the unsettling election issue in Guyana, saying that the international election monitoring is an important mechanism for ensuring integrity. 4 months after the March 2nd general and regional elections in Guyana, a winner has not yet been officially declared amidst allegation of election improprieties. Mistress Persad-Bissessar said as part of the CARICOM delegation that visited Guyana on March 11th, Dr. Rowley could attest to the role of international and regional observers in national elections. In other news, farmers in the Queenam Mount Diablo districts are counting their losses after flooding from rain on Tuesday destroyed several farms and made roads impassable. Councillor for the area, Dipti Ramnath, said that the flooding lasted about 3 to 4 hours on Tuesday morning, which was long enough to cause the damage. Mr. Ramnath said the flood affected areas were from Penal Rock Road to Mount Diablo, and there had been minimal damage to residential properties. He confirmed that short crops like corn, pumpkin, bodie, peppers, and other things were lost. The councillor added that thankfully there were no reports of families being severely affected. Mr. Ramnath lamented that the Penal Debe Regional Corporation, along with the Ministry of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries, as well as the Ministry of Works and Transport, have attended to drainage in the area, but flooding will always occur. Members of the Seamen and Waterfront Workers Trade Union took to the SWWTU Hall on Ryson Road this morning, demanding an increase in wages. The dock workers claim they were promised increase in wages since 2014. SWWTU President General and General Secretary of the National Trade Union Center, NATUP, Michael Anisette, said government has refused to meet the unions and federations to discuss outstanding wages. Mr. Anisette said dock workers were considered essential during the COVID-19 pandemic and exposed themselves to the virus, working around the clock to ensure people got their goods and services. He said all dock workers are asking is for the government to recognize that they have not paid workers their wage increases, which were agreed upon for the period 2014 to 2017. Finally, in news overseas, the city of Melbourne in Australia has begun a second lockdown in response to a spike in the new coronavirus infections. Residents of the country's second largest city will be barred from leaving home for the next 6 weeks, except for essential reasons. Police have set up what they call a ring of steel around the city with checkpoints anytime and anywhere to ensure the measures. Borders between the state of Victoria, for which Melbourne is the capital, and neighboring states were closed on Tuesday. Australia has recorded a total of almost 9,000 cases of the virus and 106 deaths. And that was a look at your 4 p.m. news on the street 919 FM. Recapping the headlines. Kamla Persad-Bissessar calls for international observers to the August 10th parliamentary elections. Dock workers demonstrate in Port of Spain for increase in wages. And in news overseas, the city of Melbourne in Australia shuts down again due to spike in the coronavirus. Stay with us for more news on the street 919 FM. We have a news roundup at 6 p.m. right here on the street 919 FM. I am Jason Shields. Do have a good afternoon.